Hello everyone, my name is Kokomisu, aka Snow Dreams from Final Fantasy XIV. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, so it's pretty much an introduction. I realized I haven't really done an introduction yet, and I couldn't really find a proper clip to use as my background, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this A5S clip. and So in this video, I'm going to talk about a little bit about my background, where I'm from, pretty much just a little bit about myself, my hobbies. But after that, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience in a raid situation in and out of Final Fantasy, my strength, my weakness, and what my expectations are for the coming days to follow. So let's get started. I'm actually from Hong Kong. I speak multiple languages. Languages is languages language. I speak Cantonese, Mandarin, and English, but I would consider my Cantonese and English is so almost at the same level. But I'm pretty sure for English speakers, some of you can already tell that I do have an accent, probably, most likely, probably. But you know what? We're not here to discuss that. We're not here to even talk about that, alright? We're not. Some of my hobbies that I like to do is swimming, drawing, pretty much mostly anything art, honestly. It's not just drawing, but anything from 3D drawing, oil painting, watercolor, sculpting, photography, crafting, all that kind of stuff. I really enjoy it. It really takes me out of it. I'm currently a student in Western Michigan State University, and I'm hoping to get a BA in graphic design. It's definitely my biggest dream. It's my biggest wish, and I really, 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 really hope I can achieve it. And you know what? I shouldn't even be saying that. I know I can achieve it. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is probably my raid experience. Um, So before I even played Final Fantasy, I was actually playing League of Legends. I played competitively. At first, I was playing cash. I was like just a casual. I played casually, but after a while, I felt like maybe I should challenge myself and start playing competitively. At one point, I actually got to a pretty high ranking, which was my highest peak was Diamond 3, which was in fives. We did a lot of online tournaments, but we never could get into first place. So we usually get like second place, third place, and sometimes we don't even get placed. But maybe one of these days, maybe I'll start playing League again, and who knows, maybe I'll get that first place. It's not everyone, but it can happen. So aside from the tournament, what's important about that? The reason why it's important is because even in League of Legends, teamwork, like teamwork is really important. Communication and knowing your teammate what they can and what they can't do is very important because you need to understand their play style. You need to know what their limits are, and that all contribute to how you can work together as a team efficiently and effectively. So in Final Fantasy 14, I've actually gotten through all the content with the exception of A4S and A8S. I'm currently trying to learn A8S, and it's still a work in progress. But as for A4S, the reason why I never really did finish it was um, my raid group that was back in my old server. I was replaced with another healer because the scholar was actually a good friend of the raid leader and another person in there. And he was actually coming back to the game, and they wanted him to have a team. And I was actually replaced, and I was actually quite upset about it because I've been waiting for these guys for months, and suddenly they just kicked me. But I felt like I got the feeling they were gonna do that anyways. They're actually pretty well known for being all mean, I guess. But I mean, after I got kicked, I didn't really bring too much. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. But um, ever since that happened, I kind of just stopped raiding, and I just kind of start streaming again and play more League, more other games, and start, getting my mind off of what happened. So, strength and weaknesses. I definitely have experienced a lot of good and bad things, and one of the bad things that's most memorable to me was 100% for sure. I got yelled at and lashed out at by the off tank, but the situation was he kept dying because something was going on. He kept saying I wasn't healing him. There was no heal for 5 seconds. I the conversation actually got to the point where he said that he was like just cussing at us and telling us to um, shut the f up or I'm just gonna leave. And we told him we got recordings, we can look over what happened, and we showed him. We found out what happened. It was actually on Tank's part where he wasn't popping using proper cooldowns. Um, but we told him that, and he actually did not believe us. And even though the whole team was telling him that, he actually wanted to see the battle log himself. And so we looked for a battle log, but in the end, he actually never said sorry to me and the white mage. So um, we I was actually pretty bummed out about that because I gave him many chances. It wasn't the first time, it wasn't the second time. I don't even know if it was the third time or not. But what pretty much what I did was he lashed out at us. We went over evidence. We talked over what happened. And then at the end of the raid, I just didn't bother with it anymore. I just talked to the raid leader. He got kicked. He got replaced. End of story. So there's really no need to go too much in depth about it. But it was definitely one of my most unpleasant experience in a raid situation. Some of my weakness, it's probably tunneling. Sometimes I'm so focused on DPSing, I don't pay attention. I get hit by mechanics. Like some stuff spawn, like maybe the green ball in second boss in A6S, it spawned on me. I didn't even realize. I was so focused on trying to, proper shielding on the tanks and DPSing at the same time. I didn't even realize. I guess tunneling was definitely is my biggest problem, and sometimes I think my second weakness is not understanding what people are saying or clearly. Because sometimes I hear different things through my headset, but I hear different sounds. I guess somehow. But one thing I'm definitely good at is judgment on my heals, when and when to use it and how much to use it. Definitely, that is definitely my strong point. And I can definitely consider myself a really, really quick learner. I study a lot. Like for A7, I would look over the video 50 times if I have to until I have the full video memorized, knowing the mechanic, and all I have to do is suggest. So that is one thing I'm definitely good at is having dedication and judgment in deciding what to do. Um, Sometimes my teammate mess up by mistake, and obviously it happens, human error. If they mess up, I will quickly adapt to it. Pop instead of popping virus later, I'll pop it now. This kind of that kind of sort of thing. But overall, my expectation for future raid, um, I want to make a lot of friends because I just, like I said earlier, I transferred to Gilgamesh, and I would honestly like to make a lot of friends. Even though this is a raid and serious raid group, we should still be able to have fun doing it, and it just getting to know each other and do what we love, clearing content, make friends, chat, laugh, and sell clears even. So hopefully this video has tell you guys a little bit about me, and hopefully you guys will pick me also. I'll see you guys soon.